You listen to Stories Under the Moonbeam, a new star in the firmament. Philomena's heart had been beating at a quite different pace since she had spent the evening with her old friend. The world appeared to her in new colors, somehow a little more colorful and a little brighter. And the longing for deeper, real connections continued to grow within her heart. And further, one fine day, while browsing in a small bookshop in the center of Glasgow, she came across an advertisement for a pottery workshop. Very curious, she signed up. She was so excited to try something new in her life. On the day in question, she was warmly welcomed by the workshop leader. William, a participant, immediately caught her eye. He was an astrophysicist with a great passion for the earth and everything that grew on it. His hands, which normally handled complex formulas and telescopes, were now molding clay into artistic vessels, I would say. And the workshop leader decided on this day to work in teams, which is how Philomena met William. While pottering together, Philomena felt a new dimension of sensuality, as William showed her how to mold a simple sphere into an elegant vase. His hand gently touched hers as he guided her. The warmth of his skin and the gentle strains of his fingers amazed her. She saw his eyes light up as he pottered, an artist translating the laws of physics into the soft earth. His breeze brushed warmly over her neck, and he whispered to her, "Feel the energy in your hands. You're molding something new, something beautiful. This is true peace work." After the workshop, they often spent time together, discussing God and the world, cosmology and philosophy, cooking together and enjoying long walks around Glasgow. William, who normally worked with numbers and formulae, turned out to be a very passionate cook and a master of mindfulness. He taught Philomena to eat more slowly, to walk more mindfully, and to recognize the beauty in the little things. And one evening, as they sat in a small cafe, William talked about his love for astronomy. He talked her about the vastness of the universe and how every human being is a part of this great whole. Philomena listened, very fascinated, and she was so amazed and fascinated by his passion and the way he could explain complex theories in a so simple way. But behind William's charming face and his passion for the stars, there was a palpable mystery, very slowly hints of a mysterious past began to emerge. Fleeting remarks about the past and a certain melancholy in his eyes aroused Philomena's curiosity. The tension grew as Philomena began to delve deeper into William's life. She discovered that not only was he a brilliant scientist who was head of the Glasgow Observatory, but he also had a deep connection with nature. He spent hours taking huge walks into the woods during the day, often in parks at night, to watch the stars. The woods around Glasgow are the most beautiful in the country, he said. He loved to spend hours watching his two cats playing and analyzing their movements. He had confided to Philomena this seemingly simple activity was a form of meditation for him, a way to calm down and see the world around him with new eyes. The parallels between the birth of a star and the birth of their love were obvious to Philomena. Both processes were full of energy, beauty, and change, and just as a star takes millions of years to form their relationship, although needed time to grow and deepen. As Philomena looked at the starry sky one evening, she felt connected to Williams and to the universe. She saw William's eyes reflected in stars and knew that their life would never be the same again. But the question of his secret remained unanswered, and spurred her on to delve even deeper into the energy of this extraordinary brilliant man and discover his worlds.